Oh, Jesus.
Welcome to Harder Tube. We're back!
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, as you know, HorrorTube is our much more relaxed show. We just last week recorded the first Horror Wars, which is doing fantastic numbers. So we do have a lot of fans holding over from the Five Nights at Freddy's episode
Yay.
popularity, which we'll talk about that a little bit more later in the episode here today. But we are at Josh's, and this is our ambiance episode. This is our ASMR cast. The way we're set up is really good for us because both of us kind of like to pace while we record. So we're just like standing here high as fuck and happy as hell because it's December. It's Josh's favorite time of the fucking year.
Yes.
It's Christmas time. You're going to hear a car go by, but hey, that's part of it.
Yep.
Whatever you hear today.
Yep.
No editing, baby. So yeah, dude, how are you fucking feeling about Christmas this year, dude?
I am excited. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
This is probably the best time of year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's going to be a good one for us too, dude. I'm really stoked about it. What else did we say we wanted to talk about here at the top? Oh, okay. Speaking of Christmas, we actually got a Christmas present. I forgot about that.
We did?
Yeah, we did. The Christmas present was canceling Sam Hain's Havoc 3.
I was so confused. I was like, what?
No, that sounds really horrible. It does. But Josh and I were just getting back from the break. The only place that we could do Sam Hain's Havoc 3 was at the fucking flea market. It's December. It's cold. Nobody wants to come out and do some shit like that. Yeah. So while we were on our break, I found that there's this thing called the South Jersey Geek Fest that happens the day before Easter and the weekend before Halloween every year. So we got a booth.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have our first ever spring show.
Yeah, that's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird, but it's going to be at the South Jersey Geek Fest on March 26th, 2024. It's in Woodbury. I'll get the address and everything. We'll be promoting it the closer we get to it. But it's going to be at the same place in October. I think it's going to be like October 28th of 2024. So, or October 30th. I'm not quite sure yet. So we've got like dates set up. We've got the venue set up. And then that's going to be Sam Hain's Havoc 3. And that's going to be in 2024. So yeah, we had to cancel it this year. But you know what? It's going to make us have better exposure, better things, you know, and all around better environment. We're going to be in a more controlled environment, a more geek-friendly environment.
I was going to say, and
you know,
a different area, too.
Yeah, different area, you know, because they say that they be hating you in your own neck of the woods. But nah, man, we actually do get a lot of love from around here. Either way, that's going to be cool. We'll get all the information.
It's gonna be neat.
Yeah, we'll get all the information the closer it gets. 2024 is looking to be dope. We're going to have more to talk about the end of 2023 at the end of the episode here today. But I guess we wanted to get into the topic of the episode. Is that what?
Because this is one of the things that I thought of, because you've always wanted to put this as like a category in Horror Wars.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What we're going to talk about today is our favorite horror movie settings. And I actually have I'm looking for it real quick, the article that is the top 10 scariest settings by Watch Mojo. Okay. And considering that this is the unscripted episode, Josh and I literally kind of solidified how we were going to talk about it right before we hit record. So how we're going to do it is we're going to list Watch Mojo's top 10 in order, their favorite or their scariest horror movie settings. And then we're going to talk about our favorite horror movie settings and if we differ with their top 10
Right.
as we're going along with their top 10.
Yep.
So we thought it was a cool way to handle the topic, and we'll give the settings right here. I'm going to scroll down. What they say is it's written by Nathan Sharp. Top 10 scariest horror movie settings. We have a bad feeling about this. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest horror movie settings. For this list, we'll be considering 10 scary settings often used in horror films, and ranking them based on creepiness factor and sheer undesirability. Number 10, graveyards.
Okay.
So, do you have any favorite movies in a graveyard setting?
Not that I can think of. I don't think.
Right. Like, Night of the Living Dead, they're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But that's not the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know, I can and I think I see where this list is going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole movie doesn't have to take place in this one setting. So graveyards as it comes. I do like, obviously, zombie movies in graveyards. Right. I think that we could do more scary movies set in graveyards that aren't zombies. I would love to see some cool things set in a graveyard that's, again, not a zombie, like a ghost or paranormal or something. That would be cool. But yeah, so besides like Night of the Living Dead, you got any other movies that have graveyards
really
that you... Phantasm.
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Phantasm series. As weird as it is. Because I'm sitting here getting like post-traumatic stress disorder from it. But then Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary 2. What Watch Mojo says is there anywhere more naturally disconcerting than a graveyard? They're often desolate, quiet, and, the whole dead body thing. They're meant to be a place of peace and remembrance, but many people can't help feeling uncomfortable in a graveyard, especially at night. There have been many famous horror scenes set in a graveyard, many of them involving zombies, and some movies even base their entire plots around burial locations, including Stephen King's brilliantly depraved Pet Sematary. Graveyards are inherently creepy places, and the horror genre has fully exploited their potential throughout the years. So yeah, Pet Sematary. Duh. They say number 9 is parking garages.
I mean, hell, right there, we could go right off of Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise, yeah. They're not showing any, I guess you could say, examples in this one. But yeah, empty parking garages are definitely creepy. There are some scenes that take place in horror movies, but like none of them are coming to me right now. But I know I've seen scenes in a horror movie that take place in parking garages.
Why can't I think of one?
Like, I've seen that, but dude,
Yeah, of course.
It's all, but I can't think of any. And I'm even thinking of like names of movies that I know I've seen. Like Cry Wolf. Cry Wolf, I think, has a scene with it. And doesn't one of the Scream movies has like a parking garage scene? God, doesn't one of the Saw movies have a parking garage scene, like where one of the kidnappings takes place or something?
Yeah, in the first one. Yeah, in the first one.
There's parking garages that are definitely used. Grudge has a parking garage scene, I think. Yeah, so okay, now I'm getting like some shit thinking in my head here, but yeah, there's definitely some parking garage scenes that are fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't Last Shift have a parking? No, there's no parking garage in Last Shift.
No, because they're just in the police station.
They're in the
whole
police
time.
station, and there's no it's not any of the adjacent area. Okay, yeah. Isn't there like an actual movie just based on a parking garage, like P2 or some shit like that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, we're gonna do some real time research on this motherfucker right now. Parking garage horror movie. Yeah, P2. Shit.
I've never even seen that.
Neither have I, but I knew that it kind of existed. It's on AMC Plus right now and probably everywhere.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, Scream. There was a parking. Yeah. There's been a lot of places, a lot of these movies. So yeah, we weren't absolutely off track with what we were saying. Number 8, The Open Ocean.
Ugh. What was that? No. Because what was that M. Night Shyamalan movie that just came out that took place on a beach? It was like, it came out last
Old.
year. Yeah, that. Kind of like that.
Yeah, did you like Old?
No.
Yeah.
That ending was kind of poop.
I don't like open ocean horror movies because I feel like they get them wrong all the time. Like Ghost Ship. The beginning of Ghost Ship was fucking incredible. And then the rest of the movie was just ass cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about like...
And then they always are like low budget.
Yeah.
There's open water.
There's only so much you can do
Jaws.
with that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah, and then even with like, they don't even explore Lovecraftian shit that much in underwater.
They really
They don't, and that's really kind of like the only thing that you can really be afraid of. Is just gigantic versions of fucking things that we already see on Earth.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
But what? We get Jaws and 27 different fucking, not like the Meg.
I was gonna say, didn't they just come out with one like this
Yeah,
year?
they literally just came out with one. I don't know. There's really never been a good open water horror movie. There was this one, I'm thinking about this, but it's not open water. It was like a lake. And a lake's not open water. To me, open water means like the lighthouse. Oh, the lighthouse. That was a fucking...
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That's
the
a
fucking
crazy
lighthouse.
ass movie.
Yeah. The lighthouse would be our setting here. Oh boy. My lobster. So... Yeah, I think we got our winner there. Yeah. But no, open water. Other than that, like... I can't think of movies like The Lake House or movies that take place on a lake, like I Spit on Your Grave or anything. That's not open water.
Yeah.
That's because that's man-made.
Yeah.
So, other than like The Lighthouse, and
There isn't much.
Yeah,
Besides,
especially in the horror genre. They say number 7 is amusement parks / carnivals.
Zombieland.
Zombieland, Child's Play 3, Final Destination 3.
Yeah. Almost every Final Destination.
The beginning, actually there's multiple parts of Silent Hill.
Yep.
The second one, the second movie. I forget what the fucking second movie's called right now. But it was the story of Silent Hill 3.
Yeah.
And even in Silent Hill 3, the carnival parts or whatever, like, yeah, carnivals can be creepy as fuck. Mm-hmm. And American Horror Story.
Yeah.
There's literally a whole thing about that. And that was one of the good seasons. That was one of the seasons that everybody loves, even the fucking Desperate Housewives. You know, that crew. They love that fucking season. So, yeah, man. Carnivals are a real fucking trip. And then, especially like you said, Zombieland with the big buff clown. And number 6 is Outer Space. Yeah.
Aliens.
Aliens. Fucking The Horizon. What's that movie? Where they go to hell,
I have no idea.
but it's in a spaceship. Event Horizon.
Oh, no, I've never heard of that one.
Event Horizon. That's a crazy ass movie that apparently has a never released director's cut that shows insane things. Wasn't there? Oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which we talked about.
Which we talked about. Literally. Damn, I'm trying to think. There's been actually a lot of pretty good space. Look, there's some episodes of Doctor Who that are wild, horrific space episodes. You know? I'm trying to think. There's and then there's also I could say cosmic movies could be in this category as well. Like things coming to Earth, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Color Out in Space, or The Color Out of Space, that Nick Cage movie.
The Thing.
Yeah, those I could think of those being in the outer space genre as well. Killer Clowns.
Oh, well, yeah, it's in the title.
They say number 5 is Hotels, Motels.
The Shining.
The Shining. Vacancy. Bates Motel, Overlook. You said Overlook. I'm looking to see. Rose Red was one. And that was a TV movie. That was really cool. Wasn't there... was it Identity? Identity, was it that was a motel, right? Wasn't it the different...
I think so, yeah.
It was the different personalities.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So do you have any other...
No.
Motel Hell, I think, was pretty okay, but we haven't talked about that.
What was the one with Samuel Jackson and it took place in a hotel, I think?
Was it a horror or was it a?
No, I believe it was a horror film.
Real time. 1408.
That was a horror film, right?
1408, yeah, with John Cusack.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've only seen that once.
Was Secret Window the Johnny Depp movie?
That's like a cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Today that would be a Verbo.
I don't even know what that is.
Like a Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised there haven't been more of those horror movies yet. But Barbarian was a good one. So, yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Barbarian was good.
Is it?
Barbarian's really good. You should definitely check that out. Getting back to the list here. Number 4. Oh, yeah. Asylums/hospitals.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silent Hill. God.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. How many Japanese horror movies and just Asian horror movies in general. We could probably, I could look up at least 20 very easily. All fantastic. All of them. Yeah. I'm trying to think. This is another one of those ones where it's like, you've seen them. Oh, Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters 1 and 2. I think one of the Asian ones was like Ganjam the Asylum or something like that. There's so many of them. And Tubi has 100,000 fucking movies that are like this. So do you think that, now that we're in the top 5, do you think that number 5 should be Hotels, Motels? Or do you think that one of the ones from like 10 to 6?
It sounds about right, to be honest with you.
Okay. And do you think Asylums and Hospitals should be number 4 so far? Okay. Number 3. Post-apocalypse. It's like a post-apocalyptic setting.
I feel like you can move that one further
up. Like they're talking about like Zombieland type movies. They're talking about like even Toxic Avenger.
With those, I really have nothing. Like like Class of
Nukem High. Is that a fucking?
I don't even know. I've never seen that.
Right, it's a trauma movie. It's
Okay.
They're talking about something like The Road. Never seen that. Others take a more supernatural approach and introduce zombies, aliens, or other entities that haunt the end of the world. Regardless of method, a lawless wasteland of primitive survivalists and even some zombies does not sound like a fun place to be at all. I mean, because I don't consider... See, they're just saying that the post-apocalypse, in their term, would be after a world-ending event. So you can't put movies like The Hills Have Eyes or anything like that because it's just fucking hillbillies in the woods.
No.
Or hillbillies in the hills. But wait, was the original one a post-apocalyptic event? And they were mutated from that?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So then you got zombies, you got zombie outbreaks.
I was like, could that just be every zombie film then at that point?
Every fucking zombie film.
Yeah, man.
Every movie where the human race gets like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to that territory again. You're going into the Thing again because if the Thing takes over the fucking planet, Mars attacks.
Yeah.
You know, you're going into like Mad Max territory. So I don't know. Do you think that should be number 3?
No, not at all.
Do you think that maybe
you could probably put that like at the beginning of the list, dude?
Like number 10? Because we ended up talking about parking garages a pretty good amount, and also amusement parks and carnivals. So do you think that they would belong more in the number 3 spot, or which one do you think would belong more so in that
I just think
spot?
if you just take that one, put it at the top, and then push them all down.
Okay,
it's good for now.
Okay. Number 2, creepy old houses.
That's like every horror film, dude.
Yeah. The
Sinister,
Insidious, everything. The house in Psycho.
You could just say all the houses at this
Black
point.
Phone. Krampus had so many fucking horror houses. Nightmare on Elm Street home. Halloween home. Andy's adopted home. Horror movie 101 houses. CM Punk, the girl on the 3rd floor. It was a house. Yeah, dude. Amityville, all 37 billion of them. That I think at this point that should be number 1.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know what number 1 is. I haven't looked yet, so I don't know, dude. It's gonna be tough to top this because Creepy Old Houses is like definitive fucking horror movie. Poltergeist,
Tch,
anything, Evil Dead. But no, that's Cabin in the Woods.
maybe that's what the next one is.
Probably, because we haven't seen Cabin in the Woods. But look, dude, if that's number one, I don't know, man. I think maybe Creepy Old Houses.
Yeah, you
should
might
be
have to
number
flip
one.
them.
For our personal tastes, I guess, yeah. So I guess we'll look number one, A Cabin in the Woods.
Is it? Yep.
It's a Cabin in the Woods. Nah, dude. Nah. I think number one should be
even though
Creepy Old Houses.
The same thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing but different.
Yeah.
Because you can have a creepy old house in the woods.
Yep.
You know, I know it's not a cabin, but there's creepy old houses in the woods.
Yeah, so.
Skeleton Key, all that shit. There's creepy. Oh my god. And even the new fucking Haunted Mansion was good. The new Haunted Mansion on Disney Plus was fucking great.
Nice.
So, yeah. I think number one should be Creepy Old Houses. Number two should be asylums, hospitals, for me.
No,
number three should be Cabin in the Woods. Number four should be Outer Space, I think. For me. I don't know about for you. And number five would probably be Hotels and Motels. For like my top five. But yeah. That was a pretty interesting list.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. That was Nito Burrito. If anybody out there has anything to add to any of this part or their own list, hit us up. Horror Wars podcast at gmail.com. And we will talk about it.
Yeah.
Later. Not this episode, obviously. So now that we're done with that, we wanted to jump into, was it the Video Game Awards next?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So many fucking trailers for the Video Game Awards dropped, man.
And I didn't get to see it. That sucks. The one time I didn't see it.
Yeah. And 2025... excuse me, 2025 is just the fucking year. If we thought 2023 was great, don't you fucking hold your butt, because 2025 is going to be that much better. Every trailer was 2025, and there was only a couple that was 2026. And then we also got the announcement just 2 days before the Video Game Awards, because some douchebag fucking uploaded the trailer and stole all the fucking thunder and all the hard work that Rockstar Games has been trying to do. We got the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 early.
Damn.
And
I didn't know that.
yeah, some idiot fucking piece of shit asshole decided to steal the trailer and upload it online 3 days before that they were going to drop it. Yeah, so they ended up having to drop it in full quality, and everybody's really upset at Rockstar because all they've been getting met with is nothing but people trying to leak every bit of information they can about Grand Theft Auto 6 before Rockstar even gets to announce anything. So they're super disappointed, they're super upset, they're super sad because everything's been stolen from them so far. Literally 2 months ago, they were talking about how Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have your character have a social media following and all that shit. They had it in the trailer, and if people saw it in the trailer first, they would have lost their fucking minds. But because it was leaked and everything, people were already like, yeah, cool, we already know all this. So it's really bittersweet for Rockstar. I know they're crying in their millions of dollars, their billions of dollars, but you do gotta feel for the smaller people there that aren't the main workers.
Yeah.
These everyday devs that are fucking pouring their heart and soul into a game that are making, a little bit more than minimum wage, but they still might have to live with a friend or two. You know what I'm saying? Out in California, because it's so fucking expensive out there. I feel for the little guys. You know what I mean? And all their work is just being shit on. They can't celebrate. They can't because every time they turn around, it's just leak after leak after leak. So, I don't know. I feel bad for them, but I do feel good for us.
Oh, yeah.
Because, 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago?
Something like that.
There was something that nobody really reported on. I just so happened to go to fucking Twitter. And I showed Josh, boom, screenshot. Yo, Jordan Peele is with Hideo Kojima. And then somebody else got a hold of it, like a news thing, and they started running with it. And nobody knew what was going on. But me and Josh talked about it and said, yeah, they're obviously going to be working on a video game together.
Yep.
And it's probably going to be scary as fuck. And it's probably going to be on the levels of PT.
Yep.
That's all in the archives.
Which they reference in what we're about to talk about.
Yeah, they do reference it. The game is called OD. And it was finally revealed at the Video Game Awards. Woo. The trailer messed up Josh.
Yep.
But there's an actual explanation that Josh described to me that is the literal definition of what it was that he described.
And I didn't even know what it was.
And he didn't even know what it was. It's called Uncanny Valley. The uncanny valley is a term used to describe the relationship between the human-like appearance of a robotic object and the emotional response it evokes. In this phenomenon, people feel a sense of unease or uneven revulsion in response to humanoid robots that are highly realistic. And that's exactly what Josh said. He's like, that makes me feel uneasy. I don't like the way that this trailer is making me feel. Mm-hmm. So they're already hitting notes of horror that we've not seen in a video game.
Yep.
And they said that they want this to be something that nobody has ever seen before. This is going to be the worst or best experience you've ever had playing a video game.
And the trailer isn't even that long, and it doesn't really show anything. And it's scary. It's weird.
Yes.
It is scary.
Because the people look so lifelike. Mm-hmm. You can see the actual reflections of real light in their pupils. They're dilating. They're expanding. The shifting of light is happening as they move. But you know it's not a human being.
Yep.
And that's what's fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. When they say it was going to be released?
They didn't.
Oh my goodness. When do you think? When do you think it'll be released?
I don't know. Or did they say 2025?
I don't know.
Hold on. OD video game. It doesn't look like it. It says teases mystery box. Or mystery Xbox game.
Okay.
Oh, it's an Xbox game. Oof.
That's okay. So when do you think? When do you think they'll release it?
Okay, I don't think it's just an Xbox game. But anyway, it says quarter. No, it doesn't say. I don't know. I don't know when they're going to release this because it's just like. It was just nothing but the fucking expressions. And they talk about 2015 PT. And then they talk about Death Stranding in 2019. Yeah, I know, but that's really kind of what's been building us to this.
True.
Yeah, I think that we're probably not going to get that until 2025, maybe 2026. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be by the time that game comes out, the PlayStation and the Xbox are going to be in the middle of their life cycles.
Okay.
And they're going to know more of what they can push when it comes to how deeply immersive they can make the game. It's going to be fucking sick.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be fucking sick, dude. And then what else was there from the Game Awards that we wanted to talk about? Or was that pretty much it on that front?
Much it.
And then all we have left is the end of the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Josh and I kind of talked earlier this week, and we decided that beginning with this week's episode of Horror Wars, that the last episode of Horror Wars of the year is going to be like a year ender.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about all the cool things, the high points, all that shit. We're going to talk about our favorite wars. Mm-hmm. Josh is going to break down a couple different facts. Mm-hmm. He's going to, if you're familiar with WWE, Josh is going to give us the Royal Rumble numbers, the Royal Rumble by the numbers. He'll be spitting some facts about, different wars and different things, because he can even revisit some stuff that he did earlier this year about different metrics of when we started saying these phrases and when we started doing this. And you could do some that's gonna be some cool shit. And then we're gonna do what we've discussed about so much on here. We're actually going to discuss on Horror Wars in a cross promotion.
Yep.
We're going to come up with the top 10 hidden gems. We've officially hit that number 10.
Yep.
We can come up with lists. I think it's going to be really cool, because are we going to do our own list and then collab and come up with a joint top 10, or are we going to, do you want to do it that way?
We can do it kind of like a Horror Wars, but it's just like my list and then your list, and then when we're done, we'll kind of, how we always add our scores up for the original and the remake.
Okay.
We can put them together and see where we would make the perfect list.
Okay. All right, we can do that. Yeah, that sounds cool. Oh yeah. HorrorTube getting the scoops this week. And then we're also going to talk about Spotify Wrapped, and we're going to talk about the impact that the Five Nights at Freddy's episode had on us. Yep. Nothing but good things, man. And then we're going to get a little bit more in depth on the spring, show that we're going to have at South Jersey Geek Fest. Yeah. I'm excited. And we're also going to be unwrapping our presents.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be something cool.
Woo!
You're going to be wearing your
of course.
Hat?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to be wearing mine. We got to get pictures, man.
Of course.
We got to get pictures and shit. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much what we got for the episode, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It's very nice.
We're releasing 2 episodes today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you probably already saw that, because you're going to see 19 and 20 up today. If we wait too much longer to put 19 out, it's not going to anywhere near matter, because there was like NFL talk from October in there. So definitely want to get that out before the year is done. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 special today. CM Punk.
Yeah.
WWE being on fire. That's all. It's so good right now that I think we might be talking about wrestling maybe just a smidge more.
Maybe. On
HorrorTube. But we'll see. In the words of CM Punk, it's clobbering time. All right, you want to take it away, brother?
Well, the HorrorTube. I am Josh.
And I'm Rob.
And when will we see them?
2 and 2.
Shout out to Chuck Woolery.
Bye.
2 and 2. Be right back.